Hello and welcome to episode 54 of series 4 of Master League Story Mode. Thank you to all of you who joined me for the live stream. It was an occasion, as they always are. It was stressful, as they always are. I really never performed that well, and we didn't really do that well. We only scored 1 goal across 3 games. We didn't lose any games, and we haven't lost too much ground in the league, but we are in 6th now. We do need to bounce back. We definitely need wins today against Metz and against whoever we have for the second game. I think that's Dijon. And yeah, thanks to all who joined, and thanks especially to the 2 new patrons who came on board after the stream. Arnold Ceja, I hope I'm getting that right, and David Reis, or Reis, I hope I'm getting that right as well. Thank you both for coming on board. They've come on at the co-author level, and they're helping to support this channel, and working to a point where we'll have 2 live streams a month, which is going to be really exciting. So if you enjoyed the live stream, you might want to consider becoming a patron. But another great reason, and why Arnold and David are both very, very lucky at the moment to have come on when they have, is, well, probably the biggest, most exciting turn-up in the live stream is that Creeg has been offered the Chelsea job. Yeah, this is big time. This is game-changing here. So the vote is going to be going out to the patrons. We don't have to decide today. What I would say to the patrons, or anyone planning on becoming a patron so they can vote on this, which might be a good idea because this is going to be a series-defining vote, is that if we do go to Chelsea, we're going to struggle. Absolutely. They are in 3rd place, but we will have to change this formation. It'll be wholesale changes to get this anywhere near to Creeg's chosen formation. And as part of the rules of PES Story Mode, we would have to do that. We'd have to go to the 4-3-3 formation that we know so well at Clermont. So there would be some big team spirit hits. Although maybe we've got the playing staff to work our way out of that. I don't know. Obviously, it would be exciting. Would we be able to go in and win anything this season? Maybe not. Do we need to go to a side like Chelsea to win something with Creeg? Let's not forget, we're about halfway through PES 18 now. We're not far, PES 19, what month are we in? So yeah, we are about halfway through. So, I mean, some people I'm sure would prefer that we stay with Clermont with this group of players, built them up, won something in France before moving on. Maybe wait till the end of the season, see how we do in the Europa League. I don't want to influence the voters. Although, it would be hard to say goodbye to this team, but then the Chelsea job, it may well still be there at the end of the season. Maybe we should hang on. But anyway, not my vote, not my decision. So if you want to be a part of the vote, and that's why they're called the co-authors and the producers, because they're writing this story with me. If you want to be involved in that vote, well, the link to the Patreon is in the description. But that is all I will say about it for now, because I need to concentrate. Really, really need to concentrate on this first game. We're in Clermont. We struggled a bit. We have struggled a lot. I think we need to really take some time and decide who we're going to play in this one. Now, and as the transfer window does approach, it occurs to me that the only players that we've got that are likely to improve enough to get us to 79, so we can sign Mounier, which is the plan, it's probably going to be Masunda. Holgate, potentially. I don't know if we're going to start him enough. Masunda, though, I feel like we need to start him consistently. He only takes us down 1 team spirit, so today for Wellington M, that's a no-brainer, but I think even despite maybe having some poor performances, we need to start him there. We need to get someone up to 79 rated, and I feel like he might be the best option. Doolin obviously will drop out today. Question is, do we play Benassa or Toure? I think we're going to go for Benassa there as a central midfielder. Still at 90. Emery Moore can come out. He's been awful. Emery Moore might not be long for this side. I just don't think having a left-footed player out on that right-hand side works for us. But Cafu's been great, so I'm happy to put him in. Doolin can drop out. We'll have Passetto and Tisserand as options off the bench. And actually, we might have to start Tisserand because Alcibiades not looking good. That takes us down to 89, but I can handle that. This is a pretty strong-looking side. Koyalapu needs to find the net again, as does Jan Karamo. We just dried up for goals in the live stream. Hopefully, we can find some now. Metz, yeah, this is a side that we should be beating, especially at home. A lot of 60s peppering this team. Right, come on. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm back in front of the Clermont faithful, and they'll be keen to see a win today. And hopefully a convincing one, because we have been anything but convincing in the last few games. We only managed a draw. I mean, the first game against Lazio didn't mean much. It was a bore draw, I think, in that one. Still finished top of the group, which was fine. So we're sorted with a pretty easy Europa League draw. I think we have Frankfurt. Pretty sure it was Frankfurt, so that's okay. But in the league, we can't afford to drop off the pace anymore. Masunda, we need to see something from you today. Duarte into Encham. Now Masunda. Does well to find Duarte again. Slips it down the line into Koyalapu. Gubin Koyalapu gets back inside. Now Jan Karamo. Can he get the shot away? It's good defending. And here comes Koyalapu down this right-hand side, showing great pace to get away from the defender. Steps back. Looks to put it into the far post to Jonathan Cafu. And it's another Cafu who gets in a good header to prevent that one going any further. But now Musunda with his first chance to run at this defence. Steps away from Kohei, but just too much there. He's so raw, isn't he? He's exciting. He's just not quite been able to contain his pace for us yet. Last chance for an attack in this first half. Tisserand brings it through the centre. Squares it to Charlie Musunda, who's looked bright. Hasn't quite been able to work anything yet. Koyalapu steps away, but into trouble. Still Goodwin Koyalapu, though. Looks to chip it into the path of... Oh, it's just not quite working today. Again, we've said that a lot recently, but that's a good ball. Duarte whips it in. Caramo's there with the header. First chance of the game. You will not believe it. That is literally the first chance. 45 minutes gone. The first half already up. And that is as good as we've done. That is really, really poor. Let's see if we can use Zagadou at the near post. This hasn't really worked. And he gets a touch to it. Oof, but can't get it back to a Clermont player. And that is an awful, awful half of football. The poor form continues. Not a single shot. That didn't even count as a shot. This is awful. Nothing is working at the moment. We're not conceding. We're keeping possession. We just don't seem to be able to work chances. I don't know what it is. Right, come on. Second half. We've got to at least have a chance. Oh, I'm going to lose my shit. Musunda picking it up deep. Needs to run at this defence. That's a good ball into Koyalapu. First time into Jan Karamo. He'll get a shot in with the left foot. It's low, but it's well off target. But at least we're trying something different there. Taking a shot from distance. A shot of any sort is a welcome one. Good ball over the top looking for Roux, but Zagadou comes across, and then it's a lovely first touch. And then he decides to go on one of his jollies down the left-hand side. And he's pushed a ball down into the path of Koyalapu. What a pass that is. From the centre-back, Koyalapu steps back in. Over hits the cross. Got to do better than that, Goodwin. Got to do better than that. Comes Benassa through the centre. Pushes it out to Cafu. Go inside looking for Musunda. Cuts back well, that's nice. Benassa. The passing angles just don't seem available. Koyalapu over the top looking for Karamo. Takes it down, surely. Yes. Yes. Ain't no other Jan but you. Come on. Exactly what we needed. 63 minutes in. That might be our third shot. But we've been patient in this second half at least. Not rushing things. Passing it around, looking for the angles, and then, well, it's the young gun connection. Koya to Kara. We've seen it a lot of times. They are turning into quite the centre-forward duo. I think the French under-21 side must be seriously looking at them. Neither of them yet to get a full call-up in the game, but yeah, under-21s, they've got to be dominating at that level together. He finds Olivier Incham. Musunda, little back heel into the path of Incham. Chips it in, looking for Jan Karamo. Oh, should have been two there. So 83 minutes gone. We definitely haven't killed this one off. Triple sub here, though, as Passetto and Torre get a run out alongside Emre Moore, who's going to be given a chance. But we need to just keep this one safe, really. We've given them basically next to no opportunities all game. We've just got to keep it that way. Just be smart. Here is Emre Moore. Not a man in good form, but he puts it into Musunda, who needs a goal today. Steps inside of his man. Can he get the shot away? Oh, just not got the strength. But he's got the body. He's got the strength from the ball. I don't understand why he keeps getting pushed off it so much. Especially on a blue there. That's unacceptable. Ball into Emre Moore. He'll turn. Ball into Karamo's available. Oh, the first touch was decent. Musunda gets a shot away. And that'll be the last action of this game. And it's definitely not been a case of us being any good today. Although we've applied pressure well in that second half. Mets were poor. As you'd expect. I think maybe we need to rescue Robertson from this subpar team. We need a left back. He needs a new team. In the end, we only managed 3 shots. Luckily, one of them went in. And Musunda was especially poor considering he's on a blue arrow. Which is a massive shame. We've given him a chance there. We need him to play. But I think the truth of the matter is neither Wellington Nem nor Musunda are going to be the attacking midfielder to take this side forward. We're going to need to have a good look in the window. But on the plus side, we do have 3 points. And we need to keep those 3 points coming. Only 6 points still behind PSG. The top 6, with only 6 points between them, that's pretty big. And there's a bit of a drop-off. 7 points away at Bordeaux in 7th. So the European spots now, well, except for Nantes have snuck in there. They probably didn't expect to be there at this point. But the league's still wide open. It really is. And we're scoring a lot of goals. We just need to be consistent with it. We weren't really creating that many chances in the last game, which is a bit of a concern. Caramo's up to 78. That's good. Will we see him improve up to 79 within this before the end of the transfer window? Probably not. So we've not been offered a couple of extra jobs. Nantes and Almofida. Don't think we're going to be going to either of them, even though Nantes are doing pretty well. But we do have the Chelsea one to reply to. That's going to be the big question mark hanging over this side. They'll know that Creeg has had interest. So with the attacking midfielder problem in mind, I think we are going to send out a scout looking for an attacking midfielder. I think we're going to go with Spain. See if we can find anything there. English strikers, well, if we got to 79, then Batshuayi would have to be in the conversation alongside Mounier. He's a bit quicker, a bit more of an all-round player, and obviously a very accomplished striker. Real fox in the box character. So unfortunately, I mean, we've got the 3.7 million loan transfer for Ben Arthur for 6 months. It will give us another option at attacking midfield at least. If nothing else happens in this window, we've got the money at the end, we might as well go for that, but we want to do better than that. We're still a fair way off from the transfer window, but Mounier obviously would be excellent if we can get to 79. And Marchetti as well, he's a solid player. He would be excellent. Don't really need him. Robertson at Metz, do we rescue him? Is he much better than Duarte? I don't know. I still really want Sessegnon, but I just don't feel that's going to happen. Worth another bid though. We'll just keep bidding on him until he just gets bored, decides to join us. I'll be curious to see how much Robertson might cost us, so I'm going to put a bid in for him as well. So, second game of the episode, and we're away at Dijon. Let's take a look at the sides. I mean, I thought we knew what our best team was, but Emre Moore has really put a spanner in the works by just not really performing properly. As I said, we want to play Masunda as much as we can, but can we turn down Wellington Nem on it? No, we're gonna stick with Masunda. We've got to keep trying. I feel like he's got the potential. We just need to harness it. Zagadou on a downward arrow. Obviously, we'd have to bring in Holgate there. He's also on a downward arrow. We could play Touré. Takes us down to 87. Tisserand will keep us at 90, but he's on a downward arrow. I think we'll leave it as it is. Doolin comes back in. Koyalapu was anonymous in that last game. I think if Berahino was on a decent arrow, then we might bring in him. Bassetto. Oof. Could start him. Could start him there, but I think we'll give Koira another chance. Dijon again, a team from the bottom half of the table that we should be beating, even away from home. We've not looked convincing. That's my only issue at the moment. We'll have Wellington as an option off the bench on an upward arrow as well, but we've got to keep Masunda in. We've got to get him to 79. I think that's our best bet. Come on. So 2 wins in a row would be a massive tonic for Clermont at the moment. I can't help but feel there might be some jitters. Maybe they feel that there was never any chance they could keep the momentum that they built up in the first few games of this season going. It wasn't meant to be. This was still a season for us to build. Suddenly we found ourselves in a position where it felt like maybe we could be pushing for something more than Champions League. Maybe to be in the conversation to be Liga champions this season. For this plucky young team, that would be an incredible achievement. And for Creeg, maybe that would then be the right time to move on. It's nice passing there from Dijon. And now there's space down this left-hand side, but Duarte, well aware of the danger, cuts that one out. And he looks to accelerate down the line and puts a great ball looking for Jan Karamo. He's pulled wide. Steps inside of his man. Cafu's made a great run, and Karamo finds him. Jonathan Cafu hits it into the feet of the keeper. Could have been our first goal there. It was a great run from Cafu, really well found as well. Oh, Masunda read that beautifully. And now he's away from Chafik. Stretching those little legs. Almost hit that one there, but he finds the ball back to Incham. We'll have to start again here, but that's good work from Masunda. Duarte will put a ball in. It's blocked. Hate that! Holgate wins the challenge though. And Masunda steps away from Balmont. It's a good ball in. Now Doolin can chip it in, looking for Karamo. It's over everyone's head. Duarte though back in. Karamo deflects the header. Oh, great start here. Still not got it clear. Masunda back. Chips it up looking for Karamo again. This time the header is wide. Karamo with a couple of good chances there. But it's a busy start from Masunda looking to make amends for a poor performance in the last game. Cuts back in, floats it into Clermont. Header always going wide, but a good spell there from Clermont. Promising. Duarte down the left-hand side. Not had much luck so far in any area of the pitch. Maybe working it down the wings is the right option. Doolin through to Masundu, who's made a good run. Turns back inside, finds Jan Karamo. Looks to hold off his man. Tries to get the shot in, but there's always a Dijon defender there. And the first half in this game finishes much like the first half in the last one. At least we've managed some shots this time. They came in a burst early in the half. And then Dijon have really hunkered down. They have decided already, I feel, that the point would be a good result for them here. And I agree, it would be. It definitely wouldn't be for us. We need... I don't know, we just need something else. I think Wellington Nem's going to get a run out if Masunda fails to impress. Cham, nice ball into Karamo. Finds Alcibiade. Then you've got Koyalapu to aim for, surely. Oh, did the defender get a touch to that? How? Alcibiade? Yes. Well, we deserved a goal there. It should have been a tap-in for Koyalapu. It was great build-up. Karamo with the reverse ball, finding the right back. Alcibiade making an excellent overlapping run. And just as we were talking about Alcibiade's place maybe being in danger, it was actually great defending to slide out and get a foot in there. But then we swarmed the defenders, and they were unable to clear convincingly. And Alcibiade gets a rare goal. It was a scrappy one, but I think a deserved one. I don't think the back heel there was a great decision. I think Lang might be regretting that one. We get the all-important first goal here, and hopefully we can push on. It's a good ball in. Bernardoni, confident punch. Only as far out as Samaritano. Block comes in, but still not cleared. Danger here. Bennett through on goal. The header into the gloves of Bernardoni, and he can go long now, looking for Koyalapu. That's an awful, awful goal kick. What is that? Doolin, great work. How many times have we seen him do that? Koyalapu out to Cafu. Looks early for Jan Karamo. Oh, lovely work. The footwork from the big man. Now to the line. Can he get a ball in? Oh! I thought... Oh, that was a quick change of emotions. A seesaw of emotions, you could say there. First of all, I thought we'd completely fucked that up. But then it did fall to Cafu, and then somehow he's missed it. Doolin keeps it alive, and then Cham turns his man really well. Just to put a ball in to Koyalapu. Good win, Koyalapu. Oh, it's off the post. What a ball. And what a very good goal that would have been. Olivier and Cham showing his class here. Lovely turn away from his man. Sends him off to grab him a paper and a croissant. And Koyalapu there almost adds to his already massive goal total this season. They have dried up slightly in recent games, but that could be said for pretty much everyone in this side. I'd love us to score more than one. It's ball over the top. Banassa's coming across. He does well. Chafik now. Seto's there with him. Holgate heads away. Let's not do anything stupid here, lads. 87 minutes gone. Dijon will have another throw. Oh, how did you not get to that? No way. No way. Cannot be allowing that. Oh, got there just in time. Wow, that was a bit too close for my liking. And there we have it. Another 1-0 win and a scrappy goal to win us the game. They say the same thing, don't they, about every good side, every title-winning side. You've got to win when you're playing badly. And we are in a bit of a slump when it comes to performances. But thankfully now we've got out of the winless streak. I think up until this episode we were 5 games without a win. And we've come in today. Finally. Oh, was it Koyalapu who scored? I thought it was Karamo. Oh no, Koyalapu must have been involved in a lot. I mean, had 1 assist. I guess it was an assist. It wasn't really an assist at all. Didn't manage a shot on target. Still grabs a 7. And it was Alcibiade who scored the goal. Of course it was. Unlucky there not to get man of the match. Well, if we keep winning 1-0, we're going to win the league. Probably, maybe. 6 points still the gap. Win against PSG, which we could have definitely got. It's starting to look like a real missed opportunity there. But yeah, 1-0 wins, that's fine. Boring Clermont. I'm going to be totally happy with that. So, this is going to be a difficult read, I feel. This has been one of our worst spells for a while, for a long time. And if you look and see that our highest average rating goes to our reserve keeper who played 1 game, you can see that that might be where the problem is. 6.4 average rating for Karamo, the highest outfield player, over 7 matches. It just shows that we're just not... No one's really playing consistently good football. Caramo's bagged 4 goals, but then it dries up below him. Is there anything we can tell from the team instructions? We seem to be playing a bit more possession, bit more short passing. I don't think we're being direct enough, maybe. That's the problem. Let's take a look at the rankings, the individual rankings. Well, Olivier Ncham's been involved a lot. Zagadou's winning tackles, winning battles in the air. Caramo's taking a lot of shots, not finishing many of them. That's maybe one of the problems. And Koyalapu's have completely dried up. 8 attempts with only 1 goal. He's down to 13% success rate. That was massive at the beginning of the season. Maybe we do need to give Berahino another run out in that position, just as a bit of competition for Koya. Maybe he's getting a little complacent. The passes received for the strikers looks very low. 69 and 65 for both of them. I don't know. I mean, obviously with crosses coming in, that's going to be the case. But for me, that feels very, very low. Maybe that's a concern. And I do think we need a passing attacking midfielder. I think that's what we're missing with Musunda and Nem. Very similar players. But we need a classy one. Zinchenko was the guy. He was the man. He was the one we wanted. So it comes down to this, the final day for us to decide whether we go to Chelsea, and we will find out in Monday's episode. The vote will have already gone out before this episode started, so the patrons will have their say. Will Corinne Diacre stay till the end of the season? Will she ever leave Clermont, or will she leave now? I personally cannot wait to find out. I'll see you in a bit.